No one ever is born and makes a decision at a young age that they want to go to jail or want to be a drug addict. In my life, at a very young age, I had people around me but didn't feel known. I had a family, I had people that were supposed to be my advocates and care for me and love me but didn't feel connected. My dad, when I was 2 years old, my mom divorced him because he had severe PTSD and had flashbacks that were sometimes violent. And so she left him, and for almost a decade, I was just longing for that connection with my dad. My stepfather was physically abusive. I was sexually abused in kindergarten by a family member. Like, no one gets to the point when you get to the place of addiction or incarceration and just say, I just want to be locked up. I just want to be separated. I want to be seen but not known. Nobody wants that. I did not want that. And in 1998, by the grace of God, in the midst of my sin and my addiction, I had overdosed 3 different times. One time, almost fatal. I was in and out of treatment programs, in and out of jail, in and out of different homes, lived in foster care for a season. And I just want to say, the grace of God, by the grace of God, I ended up in jail. And that is where I met Jesus, on a concrete floor in Douglas County Jail in Castle Rock, Colorado. I cried out to God. In 1998, I gave my heart to Jesus in that jail cell. And fast forward now, it's 2023. The first week I gave my life to the Lord, I was meeting with a counselor. I got to go to a program called Teen Challenge where God transformed my life. And I remember my counselor saying to me, what do you want to be? What do you want to do? And I had just gotten off drugs. I was just barely sober, and it just came out of my mouth. I want to be a dad. I want to be a dad. And that was hard because so much of my pain was connected to my dads and not having that connection and not being known and not feeling known, not feeling loved. But that just came out. I was like, even though I knew, I was like, there's no way I could be a dad the way that my life has been. And I've been married to the same woman for over 22 years. I have 9 children. I have 4 biological children and 5 siblings that we adopted in the last 3 years. I run a nonprofit that we started 2 years ago called Accelerate Youth, that helps kids that are in foster care, that are phasing out of foster care, make connections and prepare them for adulthood. My wife and I co-lead an amazing church that we planted ourselves 9 years ago, and this is all by the grace of God. This is all by the grace of God. God started that process in a jail cell.